Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. We continue our conversation with Kim Guadagno, Republican candidate for governor. Lieutenant Governor, you have been critical of the person running for the Lieutenant Governor, Sheila Oliver, for the Democrats.
Yes.
And why so?
A couple of things. First, she's running for 2 offices at one time.
Isn't that legal?
I don't know the answer to that question. I know the Constitution says that if she's elected to both offices, she can't hold both offices. So she's going to have to give up one or the other. So either the people of New Jersey are defrauded into thinking that she's going to be the lieutenant governor and she's not, or the people in the district she serves are defrauded into thinking they're going to serve her and she won't.
Are you going to challenge this?
No. The Attorney Self-Employment Act is not something that I'm a favor of. I think the people of New Jersey should challenge it. I think the voters in her district should say out loud, by not voting for Sheila Oliver, that they want to know who they're voting for, if that's the case. So I think she needs to choose. I think the fact that she hasn't chosen shows her hedging her bets, and it's quintessential Trenton inside politics. I mean, this is everything that we don't like about New Jersey.
We were just down in Atlantic City. We interviewed Mayor Don Guardian, who you know, and
I do.
He's very proud of a budget that he just pushed forward that lowered property taxes. It lowered several taxes, but it lowered property taxes. Property taxes, as you know, #1 issue in New Jersey.
That's my #1 issue for governor.
And Atlantic City was part of a state takeover. The optics of that are bad. When the rest of the state has to pay such onerous property taxes, the state takes over a municipality and they're able to lower their property taxes. Should that end? Should the money going to Atlantic City, should that be over with now?
Well, I don't think there's any money going to Atlantic City, but let me answer the question overall. I think everybody's property taxes should be lowered. So if you can do it in Atlantic City, I know we can do it all over New Jersey, and that's why I'm running for governor, because I choose to believe that with the kind of discipline that they have shown in Atlantic City, it can be lowered everywhere. Now, it was painful for them. It was painful for the entire city, but it's done now, and they've lowered the taxes, and I hope they've done what I call right-sizing Atlantic City generally. I have big hopes for Atlantic City. People said we couldn't build out Camden. But Camden is now completely built out. And I used to say everybody should buy in Camden now because that's the next city on a hill, like Jersey City. The next tip I give to all of your listeners right now is buy property in Atlantic City and in Atlantic County, because that is the next place for growth in
There's a guy named Bart Blatstein that's a developer down in
Bart.
Philadelphia. He's buying it all up. I don't know if there's any left.
And that should tell you everything you need to know about the value of Atlantic City. We'll right-size the ratables so we're not totally reliant on casinos, and bring in some outside industries so that the tax base is flat or growing, quite frankly. So you don't put the pressure not only on the locals in the city, but not on the county and not on the state to come in and take a look.
Let's move up or down to Margate. And they have a problem with the dunes in Margate that were mandated, and they've been fighting it. And now the dunes have been put up, and there was some water pooling and some flooding because of those dunes, and now they've been stopped. There are some people in the papers and on the radio down in Margate who are accusing Chris Christie of doing this to them in the summer as retaliation because they fought him in the first place.
Oh my goodness. That I don't know about. I do know this. I do know that most of the mayors down there have my cell phone number, and none of them have called me and told me that. Look, I live at the Jersey Shore. I know what it means when you can't walk over a dune and get to the ocean. For whatever reason. I went through Sandy, and I understand the impact Sandy had because we didn't have a fortified dune system. So it is a balance. But when you see a problem like what, all I know is what the reporters are reflecting, the newspapers are reflecting. When you see the pooling like that, there's got to be a way to fix it so they don't lose the whole summer. And they should do it now because it is all they have. Some people just come down there for the season. The businesses down there rely on the seasonal tourism. So it's going to hurt businesses if they don't come to a solution, and I'm confident they will.
We only have a minute left, and I know you give out your cell phone number a lot during speeches. What's the oddest call you got?
I had an offer of marriage, Yeah, after I gave my cell phone number out to 2,000 volunteer firemen, yeah, that was it.
Did they know you were married?
Yes, they did, and I thought that was fun. And I did it 2 years ago because, you know, volunteer firemen work very, very hard. So I went to their convention, and at the end I said, oh, you all have jobs, so I'm going to give you my cell phone number and call me. And so there were a couple of fun ones, like, you know, funny ones like that. You know, you're 58 years old, 3 kids. It's flattering to be given an offer of marriage by text, but we also were able to help a lot of the businesses as a result of that. So it's working. We give the cell phone number out because people think you can't get through to your elected public officials. I would like to debunk that myth.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate you talking to me. Kim Guadagno, Lieutenant Governor, Acting Governor today, Kim Guadagno, and Republican candidate for governor. We'll be right back.